Right, here we go, guys. Riotcoke versus Crybaby, the round of 64 in iNcog's Empire Cup number 2. And the premier civilizations for both players have come out in force here. Riotcoke playing as the Germans. His opponent, Crybaby, will be playing as the Ottomans. Pardon me, my game has frozen. Tab. What's happening here?
Are you ready? Yes. Yes. Yes.
This is really strange. This is not what I was expecting. It's kind of crashed my side, but I think we're all good though. Right, ladies and gentlemen, apologies for that. Welcome back to iNcog's Empire Cup number 2. This is the round of 64 between Riotcoke and Crybaby.
Yes.
I think I might have to restart the stream after this game, but let's persevere through this game. I think we're all right, and that was just a momentary lag spike, but I will continue to monitor the situation as the game progresses. Right, guys, welcome back. This is iNcog's Empire Cup number 2. Round of 64 between Riotcoke and Crybaby. Riotcoke playing as the German civilization here, playing in the blue colour, spawning into the northeastern map. He's currently ranked PR 26, captain level. His opponent, Crybaby, will be playing as the Ottoman civilization, spawning into the southwest of the map in the colour pink. The first map in the round of 64 is Florida, which I'm sure we'll be seeing multiple times during this tournament stream. We did see coin crate start for both players, but both players do start off with an in-base market because it is Florida. However, Crybaby himself is finding a juicy 100 food treasure. That's a really nice treasure to pick up as the Ottomans. It won't affect him too much though. He is already aging up, and he's aging up with the Philosopher Prince, so this might... Oh, hang on a minute. Crybaby aged up with the Philosopher Prince, which gives him the food on age up, but has sent himself schooners as card number 1, which is an interesting play to say the least. Doesn't have the wood available to drop down a dock, but does look to go for some sort of water play as the game goes on. Still currently eating a lot of food at the moment. Didn't send 3 settlers first card. Interesting strategy out from Crybaby early on. Riotcoke is clicking up on 17 vills, has the sends 2 settler wagons first card, but doesn't have hunting dogs on his villagers. And with a market in base, it feels that it is possible. However, I think Riotcoke used his markets to buy an extra bit of wood to get an early train post, early TP, and a house. And the hunting dogs in Age 1 isn't the greatest factor anyway. Let's see how the Age 1 has gone for both players. Riotcoke does pick a 90 coin and 100 coin, so he did spend that early coin on buying wood and has now had about 100 and... He had about 100, 190 left over, but looks like he's already bought another batch of wood with it and has got himself his market text. Currently working on 80 wood treasure here. Crackshot 1 blow gunner, melee down the second, so that's an extra 80 wood available for Riotcoke. Looking at his settlers, he has hunting dogs and placer mines being researched. May have the... He's got the... Oh, hang on a minute. This is a interesting play. I was going to come on to Crybaby to see what he's going to be doing with his Age 1 schooners, but he just went for Sublime Port, which converts all your food into a high amount of wood, and it's about a 4 to 5 ratio. So if you have 800 food, you will get 1,000 wood back. But it looked like Crybaby swung over at about 1,200 food, 1,100 food, 1,150, and got himself about 1,450 wood as a result, dropping down 2 docks straight away. Will be double pumping boats with all this wood available. He's gone for an in-base barracks. House is coming down. No mosque just yet available from Crybaby. Does put down a trading post in base as well. Did go for his Age 1 TP in the second socket on his map as well. So Crybaby has caught me off guard for game number 1 here. A little bit surprised by this play, but it has merit at the lower level. It's not easy to scout what is going on, and Riotcoke's probably assuming Crybaby right now is just about to send himself 700 coin, in-base tower, FF, go to the 3rd game. But however, is actually going to go for a real heavy eco-style as Ottomans, double docks, pumping out villagers on the food to wood card and 700 wood as well. And Crybaby will be making full use of the map's features, including the long trading route as well as the sea. 2 Ulans coming in for a cheeky raid. They will be going down to the south side. This villager will get picked off. Trying to herd in deer hunt's always quite nice, but you've already got a lot of hunt in base as it is. Maybe it was unnecessary. Losing 1 villager is a little bit of a shame. However, you do have many, many villagers behind this in terms of potential on the sea. Right, 2 Ulans in the base now. A couple of these villagers really exposed actually, and the Janissaries aren't too close, and Crybaby's already lost 2 villagers. We'll be expecting to lose a 3rd here, really. And the Janissaries are coming in. They're focusing down Explorer, but the actual Ulan is the damage dealer here. And that is the unit which can pick off your villagers. So, so far, units lost. 3 villagers for Crybaby. Just for the 1 Ulan. That's a really, really nice trade. Riotcoke aging up with the Exiled Prince. Let's take a quick moment to check the decks. And Riotcoke, if you check the deck, would have scouted that Crybaby has no 3 villagers in his deck whatsoever, having schooners and advanced dock, as well as a special food to wood card called Sublime Port. So Riotcoke is aware of the water potential the Ottoman Civ has in this case. Does also have the double warship upgrades, improved warships, and offshore support. Apart from that, though, it looks, well, I'm about to say it looks fairly standard. No 2 Falconets, no 8 Janissaries make their appearance in Age 3. Interesting deck from Crybaby, but it does suit his playstyle of going for this heavy water play on the sea. And you see he's just pumping out villagers all over the place and has enough Janissaries to defend. However, they're out in the middle trying to think, do I go for a raider myself or not? And he's actually going to lose another villager to that, and will have to keep his villagers close to the town centre. And just imagine if the Ottoman player aged up with the governor, coin, and the outpost. Could have really helped protect some of his villagers, but did use that governor age up to transfer some of that food into wood. But you might as well just age up with the quartermaster at that point, because it does the same. Well, no, you get more wood from the Philosopher's Prince age up with that card being sent, so you can see how everything's tied together in Crybaby's strategy so far. Right, Riotcoke's strategy here. Looks like he's going to go for the full mercenary play here. Quick look at Riotcoke's deck before we continue. We do see Riotcoke does have his mercenary deck. It's not his full H4 free mercenaries, but he does have all the cards he does require. He does have Fusiliers in queue from the Saloon. Fusiliers and Arsonists make up the units available to come out from the Saloon. So, Riot going to go for the mercenary strategy. And these Fusiliers, they're very fast. They can run around these Janissaries, but actually engaging these colonial units is a good trade. Especially if it's for Fusiliers. You don't often want to trade off heavy infantry with Fusiliers, but in this specific case, it's alright. Crybaby has now reached a fortress age. Did send 700 coin to help him click up. Also rendering plants to really bolster his eco. Riotcoke instantly going for Royal Mint as card number 1. Don't often see Royal Mints as first card as Germany, but it's a card I know that Kaiser Klein does really enjoy sending, and just really helps that coin gather, because you only need a couple of vills on food just to maintain villager production. But settler wagons with amalgamation and royal mints, coin would be flooding into Riotcoke's war chest, and will be able to afford full batches of Fusiliers as well as mercenary shipments at the same time. A spy's come out from Crybaby, but 1 spy will not be enough to deal with all this. And I think Crybaby is going to need a few more spies, and he's just clicked up another spy from his mosque. Hoping that vet Janissaries will come in very soon. 1,000 wood at this point. Falconets could have been quite nice to defend, or even an 8 Janissary shipment as well, but timing push coming for Riotcoke. 7 Fusiliers. But you can see he's backing off. He just wants to send the advanced mercenaries before this all kicks off. Right, you can see Crybaby focusing on the Explorer. He wants to maintain his spies on entity, but these spies are actually they're not hidden. They're in the open. Unfortunately, though, spies only having minor HP will easily get picked off by these Fusiliers with 84 range attack with their advanced mercenary card there. So the right counter was there from Crybaby. Unfortunately, he just revealed those units a little bit too early on. Could have actually tried and timed it with some sort of cav snare, but I suppose Fusiliers also melt cavalry units in general. let's think about it though. Crybaby did send 1,000 wood, able to pump out many boats on the water. Riotcoke's deck, no water shipments available, so this water play from Crybaby is so far going unpunished. However, Crybaby's taken some very questionable trades out on the open versus these Fusiliers. One Fusilier going to hand combat, it looks like, snaring the remainder of the Janissaries, and each of these units is getting picked off very quickly. No 5 Aegis guns shipment from Crybaby in the Fortress Age as well. So not many units available to deal with this pure Fusilier play coming out from Riotcoke. There's 3 coin mines in the centre of the map, which could be is currently under Riotcoke's control just due to him having the superior military force. It's much stronger, also more mobile, and you can see he's just moving around, taking trades where he likes and fighting these, I don't know, 15 Fusiliers versus 8 Janissaries and a couple of spies. It's a trade he likes, and those 2 spies only managed to pick off 1 Fusilier and get 1 swing off, and that's just not a good trade for Crybaby. It's mainly the reason why spies are a little bit awkward to train. Janissary combat comes out from Crybaby. No Falconets or Aegis guns, as we said, and at the moment, Riotcoke just has the complete right just to sit here underneath his 2 sound sensors. Another town center thrown up by Crybaby here, but no military upgrade on the field. He decides to send fish markets, which is in this very situation when you have these strong military units in your town, keeping your eco idled. It's a bit of a greedy play, to say the least. A couple spies do get trained before the mosque goes down, but he wants to pull his back and get these into hidden. And 1 spy does get hidden. The second will be hidden as well. But it's just spies, very awkward versus ranged infantry mercenaries. Cavalry, they're pretty good. Right, we can see that Crybaby has an equal split of fishing boats on food and coin. He needs that coin from the whales to fund his spy production. Big batch of 9 Janissaries though, but he's going to go straight into the Fusiliers once again. Could wait for a second batch of 10 Janissaries before pushing here, but I think Crybaby is feeling the heat at the moment, and most of his eco is currently idled up. The GG does come out from Crybaby. Crybaby does tap out and hands the victory over to Riotcoke. Riot will be moving on to the round of 32 into the next round. And looking at Crybaby's strats, a very interesting strategy here. Going schooners into Sublime Port, I believe it was, converting all those foods to wood. So Crybaby was able to go double dock and pump out all the villagers, but not going 3-ville first. I'm not too sure that was the best strategy, especially with the early TP that you had. Missed this from Riotcoke. Riotcoke having the advanced Church Wanderer coming in about 12 minutes and 21 seconds. Getting Teddy's Discipline. Fusiliers, 6.6 speed. Did send himself advanced Arsenal afterwards and was constructing the advanced Arsenal at this point to get the military drummers to further increase the speed of Fusiliers. We didn't really see the speed elements in this game too much. Riot's Fusiliers were essentially unchallenged by the low mass of Janissaries and were just able to stand still in the Ottoman player's base and just pick off anything it could find, idling the land eco, and military population from Crybaby 2 to 37 at the end, just had no presence on the land, and great. If you have sea, fantastic. But if you have no villagers on the land, no units on the land, no presence on the land, it's not going to work out there for you. Quick look at that wood. You can see he went from 415 total wood in that game up to 2100, so about a 1700 wood increase there. Very, very nice. You can see how the Ottoman player was really focusing on food production during transition, as well as the age up from the Philosopher Prince was able to fund all those buildings, infrastructure, fishing boats. However, it felt like it was just a little bit delayed for the Ottoman player. Right, let's move on to the next game.